Yo, welcome in everybody. If you're new to the channel, my name is SweetPhil. This is not my normal content. I usually make Diablo 2 videos, but we have a very sad day here just in the gaming world in general. I know you see the title up there already, but Microsoft lays off 1,900 Activision, Blizzard, and Xbox employees. On top of that, Blizzard president Mike Ibarra has also decided to leave the company, and Blizzard's survival game has been canceled. So this was one that was kind of like rumored, and there was some, I don't know if they call them leaks, or there was some stuff on ArtStation that kind of pointed to this particular survival game coming out for Blizzard. But let's go ahead and look through this article right here. And, you know, it's just a very, very sad day for, you know, any time people are getting laid off like this. But really, I think a lot of this kind of stems from COVID, where everybody was at home, you know, using electronics a ton. And a lot of companies kind of overexpanded perhaps, or hey, they expanded enough to get their stock price to shoot up. Their shareholders were happy at the time. They took their gains, and, you know, now here we are. So we'll start off at the top here. Microsoft is laying off the 1,900 employees at Activision, Blizzard, and Xbox this week. So this isn't just like general Microsoft layoffs. This is specifically in the gaming stuff. They just acquired Activision Blizzard about a year ago. So while Microsoft is primarily laying off roles at Activision Blizzard, some Xbox and ZeniMax employees will also be impacted by the cuts. So primarily, unfortunately for Activision Blizzard, primarily from Activision Blizzard there. Ooh, that's a rough start to the acquisition, I suppose, for Microsoft, but it is what it is. So the cuts work out to roughly 8% of the overall Microsoft gaming division that stands at around 22,000 employees in total. So The Verge has obtained an internal memo from Microsoft Gaming CEO Phil Spencer that confirms the layoffs. Now, I'm not going to read through the entire thing right here. It's pretty much summarized in the article. There will be a link at the top of the description if you want to read through that, or come back and double check the article here. This one's from The Verge. There are several of them around. So we'll pick up again down here. Alongside the layoffs, Blizzard president Mike Ibarra has decided to leave the company. As many of you would know, Mike previously spent more than 20 years at Microsoft. Now he has seen the acquisition through as Blizzard's president. He has decided to leave the company. This quote is from Microsoft Game Content and Studio President Matt Booty in an internal memo. So Microsoft plans to name a new Blizzard president next week. Alan Adam, Blizzard's chief design officer, is also leaving the company. So as one of Blizzard's co-founders, Alan has had a broad impact on all of Blizzard's games. His influence has been felt for years to come, both directly and indirectly, as Alan plans to continue mentoring young designers across the industry. Another quote from Booty right there. Yeah, I seen on a different article. He originally joined the company before it was even called Blizzard back in the day. It was called something in Synapse in 91. I was 4.5 years old. So he's been around for a minute, you know, with Blizzard. He did leave the company for, I don't know, it was roughly 10 years in there. I don't have the exact number in front of me, and came back in 2016. I do recall. He's been around the industry for a while. So Blizzard previously announced a survival game has also been canceled. As part of these changes, Booty says Microsoft will be shifting some of the people working on it to one of several other promising projects Blizzard has in the early stages of development. So at least not everybody's going to be getting fired from that particular project, I suppose. But yeah, I mean, it says, yeah, some of the people. So here's also a tweet from Mike Ibarra kind of announcing that he is leaving. It goes on there, but the layoffs come the same month Riot Games, Google, Discord, Twitch, Unity, eBay, and others also all announced cuts. As a lot of people know, X obviously laid off like 50% of their workforce or something like that a year or two ago as well. Microsoft completed its $68.7 billion acquisition of Activision Blizzard in October. So following 20 months of battles with regulators in the UK and the US, former Activision Blizzard CEO Bobby Kotick stepped down at the end of December. Boy, that was a good time to kind of dip out in retrospect, that is anyways. But with Microsoft not appointing a direct replacement, instead, a suite of Activision Blizzard executives now report up to Matt Booty. So today's layoffs come just a few months after big Xbox leadership changes saw Sarah Bond promoted to Xbox president, leading all Xbox platforms and hardware work. Booty was also promoted to president of Game Content and Studios, which includes overseeing Bethesda, ZeniMax, and Activision Blizzard. Man, Bethesda, I'm a big Elder Scrolls fan and a big Fallout fan, so hopefully this doesn't affect them too much. It doesn't say anything about Bethesda specifically, but you never know with these particular types of shakeups and stuff like that. So Microsoft's last big layoff announcement was a year ago, affecting 10,000 employees. Now, I don't know the percentage of their particular workforce at Microsoft, it's going to be way more than the 22,000 in the gaming division. But that still is, just in the raw number, 10,000 people is quite a bit. The software maker is due to report the fiscal quarter 2 2024 earnings next week, which for the first time would include the results and the impact from the Activision Blizzard acquisition. Now, the thing is, I don't know how this is, I'm not a financial advisor, I'll throw that out there, but I do kind of keep my eye on this stuff. Sometimes these things can actually affect stock prices in the opposite effect of what you think, because not paying employees is actually beneficial to making more money sometimes, which is kind of interesting. But that's not really the whole point of this video. It's a very, very poor time for this as well, considering I know these plans are made months in advance, I'm sure. Like, this has probably been going talked, and it's not the straw that broke the camel's back, but the Diablo 4 Season 3 just launched. It's been a little bit of a letdown, I'll be honest. Pretty much Diablo 4 in general, I feel like overall has been a little bit of a letdown. I don't know how well their sales are, their internal numbers, this and that, how many cosmetics sold and profits of that way, but just generally sentiment from the community and stuff. I feel like Diablo 4 has been a little bit of a letdown, and that could not have helped. I'm sure it's not why these people got fired, but definitely could not have helped. And we both know, everybody kind of knows, Diablo 3 just kind of went into what we call maintenance mode, where they aren't putting out any new content or nothing for it like that. They're just recycling old seasons. And Diablo 2 Resurrected, we did get some new stuff. It was a remake of Diablo 2. We did get some new stuff, some balances, some new items, new rune words into the game, but that seems to have fallen into a maintenance mode type of situation as well. So we'll have to see what the future holds for the game division of Microsoft and the, Activision Blizzard, along with upcoming titles for them. But hey, if you like the video, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe up so you never miss any of my future ones. Peace out, and I'll catch you in the next one.